Wait a minute. That's not right. It's Chillmonger alone. It's Solo Monger. It's not really the afternoon woke up. Darius is not making it today, but Chill is here, and I'm gonna hit everything up that I had in the little notes, the little news of the day, the little format that we have prepared. Solo show, but I'm here nonetheless with the best. Chillmonger, say it with the chest. Nothing more, nothing less. So we did begin with LeBron James the last time we did a live stream together, didn't we? Let's go and see exactly what that news was. LeBron James posted something about this is going to be my second announcement, and I will now react to it. And this is a reaction. So let's see and go to his account here. Quote tweeted, he's winking, he's got the tongue, the decision has been made. Cheers to you. Hennessy. I knew it was a brand. I knew it was going to be a freaking brand deal. Remember when what's his face did the same thing when like Snoop Dogg, he was like, that's it, I've had enough, no more smoke. And the thought was, what? How could he do that? But he was advertising like a drink because he doesn't smoke anymore, he drinks. No, I'm wrong. It was a smokeless barbecue. That's what it was. That was what he was going for. This looks like this is going to be the same exact thing. Okay, Mr. James, let's go. Talk to me. Hennessy.
Well, everyone's on pins and needles across the country. You ready to go, LeBron? Where's the powder?
Left it at home.
LeBron, fans want to know where you're taking your talents this year. What's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm going to be taking my talents to Hennessy VSOP.
VSOP? And this was the conclusion you woke up with this morning?
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
Why?
I feel like it's going to give me the best opportunity to win more at hosting. And not only that, win at signature cocktails, win at having a good time, win at impressing guests, win at making memories.
You know, we're not even going to play the rest of that. We get the point. I don't even want to look at the next 15 seconds to see what punchline you have. You took us for a spin. You're not going to have a retirement season at year 23. You could have. I'd have believed it too. But you're not. Too bad. Too bad. The guy is a legend. Let me just fix this. I'm trying to fix the screen. The guy is unable to save layout. Please try again. Okay, then I'll just switch layouts. Cancel. Discard changes. Back here. The guy is a legendary player. He's going to go down for one of the best Hall of Fame player. Great season. 22 seasons. He could get to the finals again. I think that his contract is a crazy contract where he's getting paid way too much money, considering he's getting money from all these other endorsements. What he should do is take a minimum contract or at least a few less $1 million so that your team can compete. And now you win that extra championship. And they're like, well, this guy won his championship in year 23. He's a significant player. He goes out even harder. The guys in Los Angeles, the media heads, the people who are fans of the teams, who happen to be really rich billionaires, who are people you want to make business with in your post-career life in the business world, they cheer for the Lakers. Make them happy. Make it so that you go into the boardroom just like Magic Johnson went into every boardroom after he won them 5 championships. You did not win them 5 championships. Take the budget. Take the pay cut. You don't need money that badly. It's not going to change your life. Your quality of life is going to be the exact same thing. Bet on yourself. And the $20 million or $40 million, well, it probably is $20 million after taxes. All that money that you're not going to see, which is easy for me to say, but all the money you're not going to see, you'll see in the business exponentially because you won that championship and because they love you in LA. What's going on? The block is on Streamlabs. Tuning in. StreamYard, I think. StreamYard is what it is. And I don't know how to unblock on StreamYard. I never tried. I don't block people. That's why. That was the LeBron James news story. The next news story to talk about, give me a second to adjust. Oh, yeah. It's the actor from Wonder Man. We're going to jump over now to Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. And he had something to say on Insta. It's a picture of the Wonder Man logo. Without further ado, wrong button. Okay, what if I moved myself from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen? Is that okay? Is that okay? Will they save that? I hope that works. Yahya Abdul-Mateen posted this hat of Wonder Man. Great black representation, bro. The greatest black superhero that there is, Wonder Man. Simon Williams is out here, and it's nice to know that the actor is supporting him with this beautiful hat. And in the hat, if you look closely, it says, I love LA. It's got a popcorn bucket here. That's a palm tree. I can't tell what that is there. I think that's a W and that's an M. Yeah. Wonder Man. Hooray. In chat, let me know how you guys are feeling about this latest development. The Wonder Man TV series, the new Yahya Abdul-Mateen, the guy who played Black Manta. We could have had him to play so many other authentic black characters, and he's playing Wonder Man. Well, he did something. Something to talk about. If Darius was here, maybe he'd have more to say about it, but I think he would also, I would just throw it to him. He'd give his little 1-2 opinion, and that'd be that for this topic. I don't think there's much to it. That's it. Let's go keep it Marvel news related and jump over to the next news topic. And since Darius is not here with me, you're going to have to wait like 5 seconds for me to go to the board, to go pull it up, and then to click on exactly what story we're going to cover. I should have actually went to the basketball story next because we were on LeBron James. And after the LeBron James basketball story, do you guys remember that show Starting Five, which was on Netflix? And it was featuring 5 players, including LeBron James, on Netflix. And they covered them for the whole season. Anthony Edwards got covered all the way to the end with Jaylen Brown, who won Jason Tatum won the championship. Well, now Jaylen Brown is being covered. Well, now Tyrese Halliburton is being covered. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is being covered. They chose these 5 players before Anthony Davis. And they chose these 5 players before. And bro, what a great selection of 5 players to choose from. Like Anthony Davis got traded. As this tweet says, this was like one of the most craziest seasons, the most epic seasons in NBA history. I'm going to react to this.
If we were to lose a game 7 in the NBA Finals, I would think about that game forever.
Yeah.
We know James Harden. We know that Kevin Durant.
I can do everything. Good move, big bro.
We're witnessing a change of the guards.
You gonna hit them with this? If they choke the lead off,
You gotta watch your back.
he said that.
It's just people praying on my downfall. To do all this and then like fall short, that would be insane to me.
This is amazing. I watched this trailer when it came out. I forgot. I didn't see that part. That they're talking about the choke move. That's crazy. If you're a basketball fan, you know what I'm talking about.
I'd sacrifice pretty much anything to win a championship.
Falls down. He looks hurt.
It's the worst at least. It feels like it was all right there. Run it back.
Getting pulled over, guys.
What's up, boss? Good. I know who you are.
I'm late to a game. I'm gotta be there.
Hey, on TV right now?
Netflix. You gonna be on TV?
Netflix, okay.
Baby, what a play!
Overrated.
November and December. I was like, should I step away for a little bit? I was stuck right now.
The more you put pressure on the rim, the better you guys are going to be.
What's it all about? You ain't seen nothing like this before.
I'm here to troll. That's like my coffee in the morning.
Yes.
Like I've been knowing KD for a very long time. Yeah, he wanted us. He like wanted me.
I put so much more pressure on myself. I don't feel like I'm unstoppable. I just feel like I'm very, 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 very hard to stop.
Cause I'm always gonna play the win. What's up, man? Boom, boom.
My grandfather is like my one constant.
I didn't know that about his granddad, but I knew about this in Milwaukee. Your son just won, and you're over here giving people the throat. You're talking so much trash. You were so happy that your son Tyrese made it. That's what great insight, bro, for Netflix to cover this story. Like, you can't plan this stuff. You just choose 5 players, you pluck them, and you go, well, these guys are going to be the ones that we cover this season. And they chose us, a hot number 5 players. So this is Tyrese Halliburton's dad. After they eliminated the Milwaukee Bucks, talking trash to the Bucks fans.
Yo, my pop's gonna do it, Giannis. That's how we do it.
He be yapping.
He was yapping to Giannis.
I want them to say Shai was an amazing guy. Not just a basketball player.
Yo, everyone goes at him and his wife. Like, how black is she? Does she dye her hair? What is she Brazilian?
Not just a basketball player.
Jason's
I don't know
very
the answer.
intelligent, very smart. know where he got that from. He's a perfect kid.
That was a bad turn the corner.
I ain't even started yet.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Breaking news. Yes, this is real.
That might be like one of the worst trades of all time.
The turn for the quick. What the?
It's become the Wild Wild West. They're gonna trade your ass, I'm telling you.
Get your popcorn.
What was that?
Boom.
That did not happen!
Wait, who was that? Who the hell? Whose home was that? That's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander right there? Yeah, it is Shea. They're in Shea's home recording themselves watching that game one shot. Did I miss Pantheon that week? I think I did.
That did not happen! Get out of here, man!
I love the NBA.
I'm here!
Who talking to you like that? Oh, we got in trouble.
It's a little dangerous.
Oh, and a foul!
Hey, drop James Harden's ass.
I don't even know why I signed up for this.
Cause I'm always gonna play to win.
Beautiful. And it's only 7 days out. Oh, 9 days out, if I do math right. It's the 7th today. The 16th of October is coming up in 9 days. And we're going to have a whole basketball show. And Kevin Durant, I remember he was talking, if you guys remember too, well, he was talking to Gary Payton's dad, Gary Payton Sr. And was talking trash to him. And it was like, when you were my age, you were riding the bench. And that's why I'm better than you. Like, I think Netflix caught that footage. And they maybe just released it early. I haven't really been following it, Wonder Man. No one has. Never seen an era where so many dudes worried about another man lady. It's extra weird. I think it's like Umar. I don't know. Listen. You remember how I would cover Jonathan Majors' trial and the stuff with Stephanie and like I would cover the risks of dating somebody who can take all your money and win in court and all that stuff. I think for cautionary reasons, you can make a valid case of why it's worth talking about, I would say. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm going to watch Starting 5. I can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see it. He says, yes, I remember. Yup. Mm-hmm. That was a big news story, and it had a lot to do with skin color, and it had a lot to do with the cops come knock on your door, even though you're the one who dialed 911 and you say, yo, she needs medical attention. They'll go, oh, they tell us that he choked you. Tell us. And then they go ahead and arrested Jonathan Majors on that day. And with that arrest, the district attorney had just enough to... So anyways, being aware of who you're dating and the status of Shea Gilgeous' woman is, if you're thinking of safety, it's valid, like protection and everything in that way. If you want to say like, yo, these genetics shouldn't mix with those genetics, I don't come at it from that way. I don't see it that way. Technically, though, if we're talking about melanin and skin and safety from the sun, it's health again. It's health and safety again. But you're not... What are the chances? No, I'm not doing anything, getting clipped or anything like that. If I get clipped, it'll be for something I want to be clipped over, okay? And something that I do want to get clipped over is one of the topics here on the stream. You see, we got LeBron James. We got there's the Star Wars news story here. There's a Tron news story to cover. But you're not ready for this one here. You guys are not ready for what I'm about to do right now. Bear with me. But you're not ready for the presentation, the visual effects, the screen. What I mean is when you see what you see, I gotta prepare it. What's all this? Why is my shirt acting this way? Let's do it. Let's bring up the next topic. It's Michael. What's going on, Michael? High five, Michael. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on a good time. Blame it on the green screen. So me and my man, Biopic coming up. Let me speak into this. Me and my man, we got this Biopic coming up, making some upgrades here at the Chill Mansion. From the dead, okay, that's pushing it. Me and my man Michael, we got this little biopic coming. You know, everyone's wondering, hey, where's the trailer? Hey, are they going to divide the movie into one part, into two part? The latest update, if we share screen and go to this, is this tweet coming out of the world of discussing My Time to Shine. Hello, My Time to Shine. Ew, wait, I didn't think this through. I just moved. Yeah. Better. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out this green screen stuff. Maybe it's not ideal for live streams, but that was fun. We got Michael whatever Michael Jackson's name is. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. The first Michael Jackson movie trailer will debut in front of Wicked for good this November via Puck News. Wicked, I guess that is the Universal Pictures, and Michael's biopic will be a Universal Pictures, won't it? Makes sense to me. That's just how things work. That's business, and that's Puck News telling us that. So, trailer coming up in November. The movie comes out in the summertime next year. We were expecting it. Who was telling me this? Jedi Mike was telling me at CinemaCon that was April, that there was no news when it came to the Michael Jackson biopic, which means it wasn't going to come in the next 12 months in the calendar year. It'll come after April of this year. So, we're getting pretty close. We're maybe 7 months away from this release, if I do my math right. This Michael Jackson biopic is in the trailer territory. So right before you guys all sit down to watch Wicked, we're going to see Mikhail. We're going to see him singing all of his favorites, all of the songs in the Michael biopic. You're getting clipped for not letting Darius co-host today? I don't know what you're referencing. I'm not getting clipped for not letting Darius. If Darius wants to be here, he'll be here. There's no, don't do that. Mike, don't do that. I love MJ. I just got here. Did the stream get shut down? No. Oh, did I get clipped from the Netflix stuff? Is that what you mean? Did something happen? My stream got shut down. Well, we're back now. If we're back, put a watermelon emoji in the chat. Let me know if you guys are back. Michael Joseph Jackson. That sounds better. That rolls off the tongue. Appreciate you, Right Sound Studios. So just what I want from this trailer is a Michael Jackson song playing, and then they'll stop the trailer and they'll go dun dun dun. And then it'll be just like a violin, and they'll talk about something that's deep, and then it'll go back to the Michael Jackson song, and it'll go back to singing, just maybe a little bit slower. Dun 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 dun. And thank you, Right Sound. We're all live. And I want the trailer to move slowly and get the drama in there. I want to know when the movie is supposed to come to an end so that I know, okay, this was part 1, and so I know when part 2 starts. And I hope they shoot extra scenes for part 2 since, they got the time. Just use a Michael Jackson song. Please don't get creative. Don't do the wrong thing like the Game of Thrones people. Oh, we got to change the song. Every biopic has the actual artist's song. That's what I want. That's all I want. I want that "You Are Not Alone," and then I want some scenes of him, and he's all alone, and he's just like, man, this is hard. And he's writing a song in Indianapolis, in Gary, Indiana, and then I am there with you, and in comes Janet. She falls down, and then he helps get her back up. She's in their diapers, rattling her little toy. I want to see him growing up. And then I want to see him dancing with his brothers. Then I want to just see a progression. Take me through an emotional ride with this guy. And the ups and the downs. I guess you got to see that for the drama. You got to see the downs. Make me want to see this movie. But then also remind me of how great he was and how loved he was. Everyone wants to see the guy that they love. And hopefully that helps up with his image. It helps up with getting his true story out. Like, family members and everybody want. That's how you do it. He said, I want Pew to sing all the songs. It is what it is, man. Yo, Michael. Hey, yo, Michael. Mike. I hope that your biopic goes smoothly. Respect to you. All the hit songs. Thriller album was the record breaker. I don't think anyone has come close to that with was it 7 million or 25 million sales? I think it was 25 million. Shout out to you, bro. I like the red. You look good in red, Michael. Solid. Appreciate you, Mike. And scene. Who gave me technology? So with that said, let's move on to some other topics to talk about because it's not all Michael Jackson. We have to go to Tron. Tron Legacy. Tron Ares. It debuts at a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is a website that means nothing. We should all remember that every time we bring it up. It is a compromised website. When movies that are, kind of having a hate campaign or a smear campaign, they'll say it's having a smear campaign. They'll say it's having a review bombing. They'll say that, and then they'll say it doesn't count. And sometimes it does count. Tron Ares, I don't see why this won't have a smear campaign. And so, can we really trust the 62% Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter? Can we really trust the 39 reviews? No. Audience score isn't there yet. But the news story is that this movie is big. It's supposed to be big. It's supposed to come out this weekend. And no one in my circle really cares about this movie. It's going to be Disney's disastrous flop. And, franchises don't work, bro. Franchises don't work. That's my Tron Ares coverage. That no matter what they do with Tron, no matter how cool that trailer was for Tron, I'll play that. You know what I should? I should actually go ahead and play that trailer just so you can see the trailer for it. Tron Ares videos. Goodness, I have to move my hands. Ooh. This is the trailer. Copy link address. Doing this solo, guys. Take some time.
Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone?
You are not alone.
So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here.
Oh.
I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not. What are you?
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
I don't understand this movie. I look good.
Hang on!
I look good.
A malfunctioning program who wants to live. Why is that? It's just a feeling. Fascinating.
Just that star power. They thought they can get. Is it Dolph Lundgren? They thought they could get a big star. That was William Dafoe, wasn't it? Who was that?
Fascinating.
Whoa, that looks pretty. What does it mean? What does it mean when they hit? Film featuring original music by 9 Inch Nails. Dude, all I care about is talking about this next thing. Because when I saw this and I read this tweet, I know you guys, it says discussing fish. I understand it's not a real account. But when I read this and when I fell for it, it was believable. Jared Leto had sex with ChatGPT to prepare his role for an AI Tron Ares. I said, oh, really? That is something he'd do. It's not. Obviously, it's fake, right? We can see this is a fake account. But what does it say? when that's a believable statement to be said about the actor. This is, or for me, it was believable. I was like, oh, that's that Hollywood stuff. Eh? That's probably something he did do. Yeah, nasty. Yeah, I don't trust anyone when it comes to reviews. Great policy to have, Mike. Me and you on the same wavelengths there. We agree on everything, including the best baseball team in the American League East. Since you probably didn't see the first two, that was Jeff Bridges, who was in the previous flicks. Man, all these old dudes in their 70s look the same to me. Jeff Bridges, thank you. Mike from Rogue Comics. I'm awaiting for you to write something about that baseball jab I just shot at you. I just hit that one out of the park. I wish I could tell you I was in there. I was there. I was in the arena. No, I wasn't. I was there for the Elimination Chamber. And if I were going to stand up and walk across, get that t-shirt and show you it, I would. Shaking my head. Why are you shaking your head? Shake nothing. Shake nothing at me. We move forward. Star Wars world? Yeah, let's go to Star Wars. Science fiction, Jared Leto, Star Wars. That's a smooth transition from one to another. So I'm going to read this article, and it's pretty old of an article, but it's from September 26th. I did see the channel Christian Harloff covering it. Star Wars Acolyte's budget turns out to be much higher than first reported. The spin-off set during High Republic era cost far more to make than originally reported. While early estimates put the budget at 180, new filings reveal that the total expenditure actually reached $230 million. Disney confirmed the 10% increase in costs ahead of the show's release last year. That did happen. That was a thing. And that's just a reminder. Thank you to this Valentina for writing this article. Series created by Headland premiered in June of 2024 until July. The show starred Amanda Stenberg and all these names. Despite generally favorable reviews from critics, The Acolyte divided fans and saw lower viewership than previous Star Wars series. Take notes. This is great. This is factual. The Acolyte divided fans saw lower viewership than previous Star Wars series. You measure it up against other Star Wars series on the same streaming platform. It's logical to say that. I can extrapolate. You have extrapolated, and from that, I can have my opinion fairly. I love that. I love this factual stuff. I hate when people try to say other things about streaming services, what works, what doesn't, like this one here from thatparkplace.com. God. Thatparkplace.com. Was the Avengers stuff covered on the first stream? I'll cover the Avengers in a second. Humility, you're 2-0 right now. Things can change with quickness, my friend. Yeah, it could be 3-0 expeditiously. It can. Maybe 3-1. Hey, we might beat you guys 3-2. Best of 5. Boo. Now, here's what I'm talking about when it comes to ratings. Peacemaker's ratings tank. James Gunn's losing viewers and respect. All right. He's losing viewers. I want to see factual evidence that there are less viewers in this than there was last year. James Gunn might be calling fans racist, but it turns out our audiences are calling him something else, entirely irrelevant. Do you remember the reason why he lost his job? It is because many people were seeking tweets from his past after he said something Trump related or he said something that leans left, and they were like, "Oh, we're angry at you. Okay, then we're gonna try to get you. You're our political enemy." That never changed. We watched the Superman movie. We know who his political enemies would be, and the people who run thatparkplace.com are on that. So, yeah, they may be calling fans racist. Yeah, they call the fans racist. They call fans. No, we call racists, bro. When you apply for racism and you qualify and you get your stamp of approval, that's who you are. In his show, he features racist people as the bad guys. It's okay to racist to be the bad guys. So that's the angle that they're coming at with this article, and I want to call it out. But let's get to the factual stuff, the data stuff that bugged me. Audience is calling him something else, entirely irrelevant. The new season of Peacemaker, once hailed as the bridge to Gunn's new DC universe. See how he built it up? It was once the bridge. It's flopping so hard in the ratings, It's not even charting on streaming. You see that? Look at this streaming chart. It's not even charting. This is a Netflix show with way more subscribers, with 4 episodes dropping at one period. Wednesday did amazing. I remember this on the week of September 1st. My Life with Walter Brothers, also a Netflix show, different. The subscribership for Prime Video, plus they added more episodes than just a little 30 or 40-minute episodes. This week, Peacemaker had 30 minutes of runtime. It's not going to be a weekly streaming monster. Maybe next week when they have an hour, on like Thursday, 2 days from now, when they have an hour's worth of content, people will watch enough for it to be on this chart. But shows like The Paper, which is the last one here, it's from The Office. You know The Office, The Paper, the spinoff? They had all 10 episodes on 1 week that you could just binge and watch. And that's why they have 342 millions of hours watched. That's why they're millions of minutes watched. If James Gunn gave you Peacemaker in all 10 episodes, he would chart too. It's such a brain dead thing to say here. Not a single episode has shown up since its debut. Yeah, you're right. Even Samba TV, which tracks viewership across millions of smart TVs, shows this series is slipping fast, falling to 16 among original streaming shows by episode 4. How could you tell me it's falling to number 16 if you never told me what it was on before, right? Is there evidence here that they were 15 or something? They were 13, 14, and then they fell to 16? You understand how like valueless some of this reporting is? It's just very opinionated stuff. So yes, they said that we took a look at Peacemaker, and it landed at 16 in this week's streaming top 10. So that was from Samba TV. I take that as valid, but telling me that it would landed in 16 also doesn't tell me how many millions of minutes watched. Is it right behind that latest episode that was released? That's related series on number 10. Is the race between 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 really close? Because that is here. From number 4 to number 10, they're really only separated by 120 millions of hours, millions of watch time. It's really slim, right? It's not like that. We don't know that. We don't know how close 16 is to 10. It's so valueless. You guys understand? Stop falling for this stuff. Stop looking at, well, something charting. Apples and oranges. It's such a different level playing field when it comes to this charting stuff. Critics love it, viewers don't. What are you going to say when the finale episode happens? And maybe the finale episode happens on a week since it's a long episode, it has people watching. And then maybe new people, because the finale is so crazy cool, new people will start on episode 1. People will say, I was waiting for it to end. Now let me binge the whole thing. Maybe that will soup up. It will. It will be on the charts. It'll do what Alien Earth is doing with its finale episode. By the time it gets to the finale episode, it'll be on the charts. Like, then what do you say? Do you apologize and you say, okay, no, and I had a comeback week still. But the other weeks it wasn't charting. Yeah. It's a weekly show. Weekly releases. The others were not. The other shows were not, except for Alien Earth, which streams on something with more. Where does Alien Earth stream? Let me not say the wrong thing. Alien Earth streams on Hulu. Maybe that has more subscribers, maybe. Or maybe Alien Earth is just doing good for a show with weekly episodes more than Peacemaker. And if it is, respect to Alien Earth for doing a good job. Critics love it, viewers don't. Hollywood trades, the entertainment blogs have been eager to describe Peacemaker as edgy, bold, uncompromising. James Gunn bragged that Warner Brothers said he can do whatever I want. Maybe that's the problem. Audiences didn't tune for political commentary or heavy-handed messaging. Insane. This is what white supremacy. Look, who wrote this one? Let's belittle that. Let's Marvin Montanaro. It's political commentary. We're not looking for that. No, they're displaying racist people as the bad guys. You got a problem with that? I wonder why. I was not born yesterday. No, it's just we don't like messaging on our shows. Okay, Comicsgate. Where was I in this article? Audience didn't tune in for political commentary or heavy-handed messaging. They wanted superheroes, not lectures. Instead, Gunn filmed Peacemaker with bizarre moral parallels linking Christianity to fascism, equating alternate Earth dictatorships with modern America. when Adebayo said things aren't that different or something like that. And turning once fun characters into mouthpieces for his own worldview. We might have been quirky and fun in season 1, but now it's become a political statement that alienates the very viewers DC needs to win back. White racists. I mean, middle American, cornbread, valued, good old boys. That's what I meant. The Superman connection backfires. Cosmic Book News put it bluntly. Cosmic Book News is another one of those outlets. The logic that Superman would feed Peacemaker simply doesn't add up. Hey, wait till the next episode, bro. Wait for the finale. Or did you say that before the Lex Luthor episode? And have you seen the Man of Tomorrow movie? Wait for things. There are characters in here that were featured that debuted in Superman. And there will be in the Man of Tomorrow. The fallout of fan blaming. I hate when they say that. Fan blaming. He told GQ, I have a few racists that have been called me polarizing. Literally what you just said in this article, Marvin. But I'm okay with being polarizing and letting racists fall to the wayside. What's your opinion? That single quote sums up Hollywood's ongoing fan blaming playbook. No. Racist fans. That doesn't apply to you unless you got something to tell me, Marvin. Dismiss critics as bigots, deflect accountability. No, he didn't do that. He was talking about the racist fans. Very annoying article to read. Thank you for being here with me as I read through that thing. Remember Darius' segment about the teacher and private parts song? It's getting popular today. Yeah, I saw that one. I remember that one. I know you like releasing all the episodes at once, Perp. We've talked about this. I do think, though, it builds momentum to have at least spread it apart. Even if you spread it apart 7 days, you give like Stranger Things now, Stranger Things a week later. Like, give people a chance to talk about things, let things bubble up. But when you have all, let's say, 10 episodes happen at once, oh, I'm not there yet. No, I can't say. It's like there's no conversation to be had. You do need to have literally episodes. You need to have pauses in the pieces of fiction. And then you also need to make sure that you give people long enough episodes to chew on. Give me a more than half an hour. Give me a 50-minute piece of content. I can discuss a lot about that in the next week. I'll be satisfied when my head hits the pillow. I'll be like, oh, what a great Game of Thrones. You know, like that happened all across America on Sunday. It was, oh, what a great Game of Thrones episode. Water cooler talk tomorrow. You know, like that's what I'm talking about, man. Now we got Kamikaze. Is it me? Am I the only one who enjoyed Adebayo running with those big old kitties? I don't know. I too am attracted to the female sex, and it's not just you. Rogue Comics says, that park place is one of those grifters, definitely. To use Disney elements to trash Disney and other things. 2. In the history of the 5-game American League Division Series, only one team has overcome a 0-2 deficit. That team, the Yankees. Chill. Was good, man. Was good. The hiatus between seasons is why Netflix releases everything at once. It sucks, but they have no choice. So then the hiatus between seasons seems to be a problem, doesn't it? Netflix might need to fix up. Once you find out, oh, people like this show, well, we got to be on schedule. But also, taking a break between seasons allows you to, sell more merch, extend the length of the show, like Attack on Titan. Never mind, I won't use that anime example. I don't think you're all anime fans. Can you please tell us what we missed on the first part of the stream that got shut down? So, Shaitan, I don't know what you mean by the first part of the stream that got shut down. I've been streaming for 39 minutes so far. I just started the stream now. I was supposed to start it earlier, but now I'm starting the stream. And for 40 minutes, I think I've been uninterrupted. So you're fine. You've missed nothing. You've missed Nothing. I got like a couple more. I think I got a Star Wars thing to talk on, and then I'll say goodbye. So the Star Wars video that I want to look at is coming from our favorite galactic hostess. We're going to go to Star Wars Meg and see what she's got to say. Oh, can I make the green screen? Is it possible to make the green screen play? That would be, if I could, share screen. No, I can't do that. I can't, can I? Let me try it again. File, virtual background, visual effects. I can't do it, no. It says enhance skin appearance. There's a button for that. Let me do that. Is my skin visually enhanced, everybody? You notice it? I'll turn it back off. Let's go to share screen and listen to this Star Wars Meg video. Wouldn't be releasing episodes weekly make the hiatus seem shorter, though? Yes. Yes, it would, wouldn't it? Like, for a couple of weeks, it would make it a little bit shorter. The break between the latest episode dump, or the latest episode 2 dump, the final episode, to the new episode, it would be longer. It would be 10 weeks later for a 10-week season. Let's go.
But then I gave it another look, and it dawned on.
She said, but then I gave it another look, and it dawned on me. So we covered this, and we looked at this picture. To the bottom, it was posted on social media. If you, side by side, contrast it with right above, they're doing the same hand positions from Star Wars Rebels near the ending, when they were on Lothal, and they were analyzing the wall. They're doing the same hand stuff. And is that going to open Peridia, this little temple here? This was a great find by Star Wars Meg.
Me that their hand positions look very familiar. Intentionally or not, they are mimicking the hand gestures of the Mortis gods from the mural. Sabine is raising her hand like the father, and Ahsoka has her fist out, if that is indeed her hand, and not some kind of saber or staff. This could just be coincidence. They could just be giving a thumbs up or waving, but it does seem to match the Mortis mural. A part of me thinks we're just looking for symbolism in a simple photo, but then again we know the ones are a big part of the Peridia subplot, so it could be deliberate. I guess the question is, why is Ahsoka not on the side of the daughter? Again, it could just be an end of shoot, behind the scenes set photo with no significance. But also keep in mind this is a photo of their backs, so they're actually facing the other way. And with this in mind, Ahsoka does look like she's doing a similar pose to the daughter, at least if you compare it to the mural from Rebels. The statue of the daughter on...
Oh, and she is the daughter. Like that, when Ahsoka died and the daughter put life into her, she's representing the daughter.
Peridia has been erased, and I think this is deliberately symbolic. Ahsoka is about to take the place of the daughter. I think Anakin's going to be the father. Yeah. Don't worry, not Sabine. I've seen some people compare.
Grammarly helps me get the best grade.
What if she said, don't worry, that not Sabine? What if that isn't Sabine? What if that is Anakin Skywalker there? Or Hayden Christensen playing somebody? Vader, the father, Anakin. Maybe he plays a brand new character. It's just Hayden still gets to act. It could be Hayden. He's taller than Ahsoka, isn't she? Depending on how far away he's standing. He could be standing from far away. Look how thin his arms are. That's good. Yeah, now I'm overthinking.
From The Last of Us.
I'm gonna be a dad.
While I don't know the role she's going to play on Peridia, it's worth remembering that she was part of the World Between Worlds arc in Star Wars Rebels Season 4. In the episode Wolves and a Door, she helped Ezra gain access.
Yes.
She doesn't seem like the most obvious character to have any role in this, but she's now been confirmed to be Force...
No, whoa. She doesn't seem like a very obvious character, and you just finished saying she now feels Force sensitive. She was there with Ezra. It's almost like there's this long-term storytelling. It's almost like being rewarded for watching Rebels. It's great. This is fantastic. This is like whatever. And then there's going to be reminders when I watch Screen Crush talk about how, well, in season 3, episode 14, this happened. And I'm going to be like, yeah, great. It's not coming out of nowhere. This is like just logical forward movements.
Sensitive, and she's stuck with Ahsoka in the Second Galaxy, so you never know. And some fans wonder if it was the best decision to have Sabine stay with Ahsoka. Should she have returned home with Ezra and been part of the New Republic's fight?
No.
I do have my gripes with Sabine as a Jedi, but I'm also curious as to what Dave has planned.
I have okay. Should she have gone back with Ezra? Not a problem with me. I don't care. Should she be a Jedi? Do I have my gripes with that? Yes, there are gripes with that, but it's not unredeemable. But it was, I don't know. Everyone has the Force. That was not set up during the show we were watching, Rebels. That she can just use the Force now, or she was getting there. But they said she was training with Ahsoka. There was a former student, so there was a movie in between these two series that we just missed out on. You know, that's annoying. But that theory, you guys can watch her channel, her AI channel, which she's not a real person according to Rogue Comics. It's a fake person. This doesn't exist. You can watch her channel to see more of that. I feel like I like ride like once a week. I'll be like, oh, what is she saying today with her Star Wars news update? Just like, comment, and subscribe. All right, moving forward. You're right. Dropping all at once doesn't give a season a chance to build totally. Plus, helps it build hype. At worst, chop it up like they did with Stranger Things and Lucifer. Stranger Things is an example of parts. It's just Netflix is so stupid. What's the point of episodes? They're basically parts. Whether you call it a chunk, a season, a whatever you call it, you're dividing it, aren't you? And when you give me 4 episodes at once of Wednesday, why didn't you just plan a 4 episodes? 3 hours? A 3-hour show. You feel me? It's just so dumb. You don't understand how episodes work. Planet Finance went to unavailable, froze. Maybe he ended it. No, I have a StreamYard account where I can stream on his account. I can do Marcus back of the bus too. And so I was like setting up a schedule stream for both of us to be on, but he can't make it. So I removed, and that's why that's why the stream is not with him right now. I'm not on Planet Fanatics. The last news story, as I look through these, we did LeBron, we did Peacemaker, we did some Star Wars, we did Michael Jackson, and now we got to go to what My Time to Shine Hello said, okay? Let's say hello to My Time to Shine. Let's say hello to My Time to Shine. Michael Waldron, Marvel Studios writer. I should start with the picture. This guy is a quality writer. I liked what he did in Doctor Doom Multiverse of Madness. You know what? Loki season 1 and season 2, not my storytelling, futuristic stuff, alternate versions, inconsequential. But many say they like it. I respect that. Many say they like it. This is Michael Waldron. He has been pleasing the studio. Kevin Feige gave him the job, took off Jeff Loveness from writing Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and he said, you write it instead, Michael. Team up with Stephen McFeely. I even want you to do my Star Wars movie. And Kathleen Kennedy denies. But here it is. Michael Waldron talks about working on both Avengers, Doomsdays, and Secret War scripts. I was writing the movie after that, but there wasn't a filmmaker attached yet. I was just involved in all those conversations. When that movie went away, I was working on what would become Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars for a time. And then they brought in the Russos and Steve McFeely. Okay, there's nothing wrong with a writer writing a movie before we know who's going to direct it. That's the process. Writer does come first, no issues. And then he was introduced to McFeely. That is different, though. Oh, yo, by the way, yeah, you were writing this movie? Stephen McFeely and you're going to collaborate, so go. What is that all about? Doesn't that make it Stephen McFeely's movie? Huh? Do they keep what you wrote so far? Right? As those guys got in and wrapped their hands around what these movies were going to be, and then there was an opportunity for me to come back in and get to know Joe and Anthony and Steve and really just help however I could. See what I mean? You're helping however you could. It used to be, this is my movie, and now you're here to help however you could. Oh, I had this thing in mind. Oh, I remember that in that movie that they'd said this line, and that's why in my version of Avengers they say this line, right, Steven? And then Stephen McFeely says, yeah, Steve McFeely, the Russo brothers, they agree that can work. So here he's just gonna, whatever works for my old movie continuity-wise can still work, sure, let's take it. What can we do with a superpower that you guys didn't think of doing? Michael Waldron already thought of this movie. He already wrote this movie, basically. A version of this sequel Avengers movie. He says, I can help however I could. That's what I'm trying to do, is just support them. From reading between the lines, which I love to do, he's making it clear it's not my movie. I'm supporting them. Go be mad at them. When T'Challa's not here, don't blame Michael. Don't blame old Mikey. When something happens in there that you don't like, maybe a character death, maybe there's a I don't know, a female version of a character or something, or how whatever gets fans' panties in a bunch. If something were to go awry, this isn't mine. I was there to help however I can. You know, however they let me. There are words to read between the lines in that. It's that this is not his film. Don't blame me. I'll just take credit for the things that those were ideas, maybe in the director's commentary. You might hear me also in there. I'll talk about what was my idea. So I'll try to get the praise for all the good stuff. But if this movie doesn't turn out, if it's the worst Avengers movie of all, I actually wasn't even that involved, bruh. Yeah. So he was writing Kang Dynasty. I thought Jeff Loveness was writing Kang Dynasty before I talked, but now I'm starting to think that he wrote Kang Dynasty. As those guys got in and wrapped their hands around what these movies were going to be. Yeah, it does seem like he was talking about before Doomsday. So that's the news items for today, yo. The next time you see me, I should be next to Darius and Marcus on a live stream. We're off tomorrow. Enjoy your lives, guys. Enjoy pro wrestling. Enjoy John Cena's final match in Australia coming up pretty soon. Enjoy that green screen. I'll figure out how to do it. Well, I can't. It's ugly. I gotta make it so that it's completely all behind me. I want to have like a better setup, more. We're making improvements, and you guys are helping. So appreciate you and love to all of you who've been watching me. All 11 of you who are here live right now, go hit thumbs up, and let's go see these Blue Jays whoop on these Yankees' butts. Chill out.
Thank you for being a friend. Oh, yeah. Travel down the road and back again. Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah. This is my part right here. Ooh, if I did everything. The biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah.